Hello? Hello, gamers. This isn't even the right stream to say hello, gamers, to. This isn't even a gaming stream. Hello! Let's go, gamers. We're gamers always in our hearts. Hey, remember that last Professor Layton stream where I said that there was like a pop-up on my computer for a thing that would never go away? Oh, chat's not working here either? Anyway, that pop-up, is still here, by the way. I refreshed the chat, so if someone wants to send something to check if it's working, that would be cool. That pop-up's still here. It's also on top of, everything I have. Where's the chat? Where's the chat? Hello? Guys! You're dying! What the fuck? Where's the chat? Oh, no, it worked and then I refreshed it again. Hello, chat. Hi. Welcome to my stream. My computer's apparently melting. I didn't know that. It's a little scary. Well, we're back. We're back. And we're doing the big one. I'm gonna do the slow scroll just in case there's people here who haven't seen it. It's the big one. 102 guys. I believe we are a little over 30% of the way through all of it. Whoa, my computer is melting. I didn't know that. By the way, my computer is melting. How do I turn this shit off? Anyway. The big one. This is all the funny guys we finished so far. I am moving on to this section over here. That's this little this little mini concert. And it's the cutest thing ever. So I have the guys that are here. I hate that this pop-up is like on top of Clip Studio Paint. It's on top of everything. Like I have to shove it in the corner. It's baby mode. Yeah, it is fucking scary. I restarted my computer so that I could see if it would go away, and it didn't go away. But the funny thing is, I did like hit OK on the pop-up, which usually just means it comes back in like a second, so it doesn't really do anything. But I hit OK just to see if it would do something, and it did do something, which is it gave me a different notification for a different file it wanted to warn me about. And this one actually did go in my trash, and it did actually, like, get deleted, and it's fine, and everything's normal, and then went right back to telling me about the first one. So... Listen, my computer's in shambles. It has been since like day one, I'm not gonna lie. It's just continuously getting worse. Like, it didn't suddenly start to acting up. Like, it's been like this forever and ever, because Mac doesn't have any, like, antivirus stuff on it. So, oopsies. That's my bad. Oh! I forgot. That goes above everything else. Hang on, I have to put Finch's eyebrows above their hair. There's people that do not like that I do that, but like, it makes the expressions clearer, so like, why wouldn't I, you know? Like, I see art tutorials all the time that are like the really shitty art tutorials that tell you not to do things because they want to control how you have fun. And a lot of them say, like, don't put the eyebrows above the hair, that's weird. But like, what if it makes the expression easier to read, huh? You ever think about that? I'm sure they did, and they're just being mean, but like, still. I can do anything I want forever. And I want to be able to see the character's expression when I draw them. They don't even know the joy of an expression. They don't even care how important it is to a character's fundamental emotions, etc. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But hey, relevant to my computer dying and exploding, I had a dream last night that for my birthday, my big birthday present for the year, I did get like a full new computer. And it was great, but for the first time in like ages and ages and ages, it was one of the dreams where I can't read anything. So I had the new computer, but I couldn't read the instructions to set it up with. And then I broke everything again. And I'm really hoping this isn't some sort of like ominous warning. Because man... God. Like, I was so excited. For some reason, I was so, like, intent on streaming Bendy and the Ink Machine. And I was very excited about it. And then I broke it. The prophecy, no! It can't be a prophecy. Please, for the love of God, I need a new computer. No. I can't. I wanna play Bendy, actually, now that I've had that dream. I own the second game and I've never played it because it doesn't work on Mac, but I bought it because it was on sale for like $6 and it's like a $40 game and I wanted it. That's a fucking steal, man. It was awesome. So now when I want to play it, I have access to it. It's like $6. I don't even remember what the sale was for. I just remember seeing it on sale and going, oh, I literally cannot pass this up. This game is so expensive, and for what? God, I have heard, like, mixed reviews on the ending of Bendy and the Ink Machine. I don't think I've ever actually heard anyone talk about Bendy and the Dark Revival, and that's kind of scary. Like, the fact that I haven't heard anything about it's making me nervous. I'm hoping it was just, like, kind of mid, and not horrible and everyone's pretending it doesn't exist, you know? I do know the trailer has, like, a little baby Bendy in there, though, and he's so cute, and he's so adorable, and I would love to see him. He's so small, he's so little, and I love him so much, and I want to see him. I hope nothing bad happens to him, I say, knowing full well that something probably bad happens to him, because this is a horror game. But he's so small. He's so small, and I love him. all you remember about the game is that you didn't give a shit? I mean, yeah. It's not, like, I don't care if you care about Bendy, but I care about Bendy. I love him. There were alternate endings? One of them was Audrey just leaves. She just leaves? That's it? Good for her. Good for her. She's just like, nah, I'm not dealing with this. And then she left. That's awesome. I support women's rights to leave a horror game if she's not vibing with it. Didn't care about the plot? I mean, yeah. Yeah. I can't really say anything about the plot. I don't know what it is. I just know Baby Bendy's there. And I love him so much. This is the wrong layer, by the way. I hit new layer and it didn't make a new layer. I fixed it. I want to play Bendy and the Ink Machine again. I have it on the Switch. And I beat it on the Switch, and I was very excited about it because that unlocks a new thing you get to use if you play the game again, and I really wanted to, like, go investigate with it because it sounded really, really cool. Like, I'd been looking forward to, I'd been avoiding what it entails so I could, like, play around with it myself, and then I went to play the game again and I didn't have it. The you won the game message said that I also unlocked the ability to see the gallery for the models of the characters and I didn't have it. So I don't have it. And I'm very, like, I'm still upset about that actually. I beat the game 3 times in a row trying to figure out why it wasn't working. And I still don't have it. It's very sad. And now I don't know where the copy of the game is. It's gone. You never beat Bendy in the Ink Machine because every time you died it stopped working? Well, that's scary. That's scary. I want to try out the second game though. I heard they're coming out with a third one. And the 2 people I follow who still like this series are very excited about it. And I would like to see what it's about. But I haven't played the second one yet. I like Bendy, he's so small. They gave you a little puppy dog in the first game. And then they give you a little baby in the second one. So I'm very excited to find out who the silly little guy of the third one's going to be. I still think, out of all of the chapters of Bendy and the Ink Machine that they came out with, I still think the second one's my favorite. Like, oh, they're coming out with a third one. It's basically just like a title and a voiceover kind of trailer, and then there's like no other details. They're just like, hey, we're working on this, by the way. So they're working on a third one, I guess. I don't know anything about it. I just heard there was a trailer for it, and the people I followed who like it got very, very excited. So I hope it's fun. I hope they like it at least. I hope my Bendy and the Ink Machine friends like the new game. If it's $40 again though, I'm probably not going to play it as soon as it comes out, because that's a price tag for sure. I don't have any money, guys. In this economy, you think I can afford a game that's $30? Or even 40. I said 40 the first time. God. I also can't afford a game that's $30 though. Hang on, there's a lighter orange in some of this. Oh, it's the interior. Can't even get a game that's $10? Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. I wanna try that time loop game that just came out. It sounds really, really cool. I knew it was going to be a very cool game when the trailer showed you the example of you dying and restarting the time loop being the main character slipped on a banana peel. I knew it was going to be a good game after they did that. It's on your wish list along with the prequel. The prequel game? The prequel game to the time loop game? That exists? That's a thing? There was a game before it? Oh. I got video games to play. Oh, shit. You gotta remind me about that after the stream. I want to go check it out. Ooh, I didn't know there was another one. That's awesome. Okay, is this light yellow, just all of this? Yeah. I miscolored so much of it. What? And I continue to miscolor it. Don't think you need to play it, but you knew about the time loop before it started hitting Tumblr violently with a bat? Oh, man. You have to remind me about that after stream. I want to see it. Time loop games are super cool. I don't see a whole lot of them anymore. I miss them. God. Last time I saw a game that was a time loop game, it was for a game jam, and the plot was just you were so sick of being in the time loop that you brutally kill your coworker every loop. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't get that one, but I thought it was pretty good for one made for a game jam. Time loops. Fuck. Well, you're gonna slip on a banana peel. Have fun. We have to put the baby back. There she is! I think they would be really good friends, actually. I think they would be lovely together. They would be besties. No one can tell me otherwise because they're my guys. And I have decreed that they are besties. Look at them! They're so silly! They're so silly. I love them so much. I'm thinking about Finch a lot lately. I just finished writing chapter 8 of the comic, and there's only 10, so I'm getting dangerously close to being done. And that is so scary. Shit's fucked. I'm gonna explode and die a million deaths and then explode again. And then it will be done. I am a little worried about it though, cause like I want to rearrange some of the chapter breaks. Just, oh my god, this is like kind of loud in my ears. Hang on. Turning that down in my headphones. I want to mess with some of the chapter breaks, but I also, like, I want to thumbnail it to see how many pages it actually is before I start freaking out about how long the chapters are when I write them out. But that would mean that if I do have to redo stuff, I'd have to re-thumbnail out all of those sections, because I have my funny thing that I like to do where the first page of any chapter is a splash page. And I like doing that. But if I have to move where the page, where the chapter starts, I'd have to move everything else too. Oh, what the hell? I didn't plan out where the hair went here. Hang on. This works. This is fine. It's, like, I know it's gonna be fine, and I know I'm gonna figure it out, but I'm also very worried that I'm going to waste a lot of time when I'm already so anxious to start this. Like, it's not because I think it's gonna be bad and I don't want to have to do it and then, oh no, find out it's bad. It's just because I want to draw it so bad. I want to draw it. I want to make it. And if I have to re-thumbnail an entire chapter to fit, like, a splash page that went in the wrong spot, that's time I'm not actually drawing it. I want to draw it. I gotta draw something. I love this story so much, and it's almost done and written in my brain. I gotta draw something. I gotta draw something. I love that. I love that video. That's a good video. Fix it. I gotta draw something. I'm drawing something right now. But I want to draw Whisper Court so bad. I can't even really do silly doodles for it right now. I'm in like 3 different Secret Santas. I got very excited about giving presents to people. I like Christmas. I like Christmas a lot. That's my fucking birthday. I like it a lot. I wanna celebrate and give presents to people because I can't afford to get them presents otherwise. And then I ended up in 3 Secret Santas. And I know I'm gonna go overboard with all of them. And I still need to make actual presents for my friends separately. And I don't know how many of those I'm gonna be able to get done when I'm in 3 different Secret Santas. That all have a deadline of December 23rd for some reason. In 2 of them, because you're... One of them was... What, hang on, I can't read. Hang on. One of the ones you got is somebody who was very nice to you one time, so you're about to kill them with your Secret Santa. Congratulations! I hope you have a good time, and I hope they end up dead. I want to do that with all of them, but I'm in too many to do that, I think. I can always try. I just like making things for people. If you give me an entire book about your OCs, I will read it and then make you a funny image about it. Draw so many things! You... Ugh, fuck. I gotta figure out where the actual vitiligo patches are. Hang on. I guess that's the only one you can see. Thanks, Lucas. Oh, fuck my colors. I had like a thing I wanted to say about Christmas. I forgot what it was. Hoping that you can find some good Secret Santas. I wanted to be canceled. Oh man, that sucks. I ended up in Secret Santas because I'm in Rain's Discord, and I'm in featured character. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what the other one was. I think I'm looping in the Professor Layton event I'm in with that, which I probably shouldn't be. And then just like all the stuff I have to make anyway. God, I love Christmas. I love making things for people. I like Christmas. You could just put yourself in the featured character Secret Santa because you work there. Well, good. I hope whoever gets you does really good job. God, my brain is melting. Hang on. I had topics I wanted to talk about. I promise. I had stuff planned. And then we started talking about Bendy and the Ink Machine and I got excited. You do know who got you because you have access to the spreadsheet? Oh, yippee! It still counts as a surprise because you don't know what they're gonna make. I hope my list of 30 options wasn't too much for whoever got me. I'm very worried about that. I'm very worried that maybe they took one look at my guys and went, ooh, this is too many. Let me just draw the first one on the list. Which I think is Angel, which I would not be opposed to because Angel is so fucked up. But still. Not everyone can handle the amount of autism I have about my guys, you know? It's so much. As evidenced by the fact that I've been working on a 102 character piece for several months now. I just love them so much. I love them. I love them so much. I'm gonna keep this 35. I don't think anyone's actually gonna be able to see that there is shine on the glasses because I'm pretty sure this is going in front of a white background anyway. But I'll know it's there and I'll be happy with it. Why does Luann have 3 different layers? Hang on. Oh, the sleeves. That's why. Okay. The sleeves. I understand. Oh my god. Man, I am like very close to Twitch affiliate, I think. I hope I get I hope for my birthday I get Twitch affiliate, and then I don't use it for anything other than, like, emoji slots. I think I get those. I want to have images of my boy available for people to use to mock me anytime they want. Oh, I also unlock polls. Yeah, make polls, making fun of me for being bad at the video games that I'm choosing to play in front of other people for fun. I get polls. That would be so fun. I keep like making jokes about, oh, Twitch affiliate, haha. It's gonna happen eventually. And then last time I checked, I was actually very close to at least the 50, like minimum 50 subscribers you need to get it. So that's kind of scary. I don't remember what the other, don't remember what else you have to do. I think one of them was just like stream 7 times a month, which I tend to do anyway. Because I do it twice a week, and that usually adds up to 7 if I account for days where I'm not doing it. And there was like, I think the biggest problem will probably be a minimum, like, people watching your stream of 3. Yeah, 3 average viewers. Is that it? Wait, I thought there was a 4th one. Is that it? Yeah, I only get the 3 viewers thing on, like, a good day. Because, for some reason, people have been very busy lately, and I wonder why. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the holiday season, and people just aren't watching streams right now. I'm sure it has nothing to do with that, and there's some sort of second secret reason that it's not working. I'll figure it out, though. I'll get there eventually. I'm not gonna stress about it too much. But it's also very funny that I didn't realize that I was that close to the follower count. I'm just chilling. I'm just hanging out. I'm drawing silly guys. And I'm talking about Bendy and Ink Machine, I guess. Man, I used to be fucking obsessed with that game. I kind of miss that. That was like baby's first horror obsession. It got me to where I am today. Might also be scheduling issues. Yeah. Yeah, I know a couple people that tend to regularly show up have like D&D sessions that they do on specifically like Fridays. I think just Fridays in general are just very busy days for people, which is fine. It's why I've been trying really hard to get all of the backlog of streams up on YouTube lately. I've been doing very good about it. But also, YouTube keeps breaking when I try to do it because my videos are so long. I'll figure that out eventually, though. I'm so powerful and cool. Wow! Thank you. I love being powerful and cool in terms of being a streamer and not in playing the game. That's half of the fun, is that I'm bad at the games, I think. I can't wait to pull up Hollow Knight and be like, oh yeah, I've done almost everything in this game that you can do, and I've beaten most of the challenges, and then I play it, and then I suck. It's not that I'm good at the game, it's that I'm very good at just brute forcing it until I explode, or until I beat it. Usually until I beat it, because I don't like leaving things unfinished. My power is not in being good at the games, it's being good at being stubborn. And I have a good time. The music in Hollow Knight fucks like hell. What percentage is this sleeve supposed to be? 75. I forgot I usually like shade everyone as I go. Now I have to start over. Finch! That's Finch. Where did their reference sheet go? I was gonna pull it up just to be able to look at them. It's gone. Hang on. I'm pulling up a new image of Finch. Hang on. I'm pulling up a new image. Where's Finch? Where are they? Hang on. This is a funnier image. Okay, we'll just leave that there for now. I don't really need a character reference to be able to shade, so we're just gonna leave that there. I love them so much. I love them so much. I love them. They're so small. They're having such a good time. Hang on. What layer is that? Turn off the hair. Yay! They are so silly and so small. And look at them. Appreciate them. Clap for them. They deserve it. They deserve everything in this world. I say this as if I'm not about to just like ruin their entire life. It's not my fault we're at the end of the story, and that happens at the end of stories usually. It's not my fault. They're the main character. They have to go through it. It's the requirement of being in a story. They don't know they're in a narrative. I think if they did, they would not care. If they found out they were in a story, they'd go, oh, well, do people like it? And then I would be required to say yes, because they would be looking at me with eyes that are so soft and so cute. And then they would just be very excited that people like it. Everything froze on stream after I said I was about to ruin their life. Oh god, the consequences of my actions. Oh no. There's like characters in Whisper Court where if you told them they were in a story, it would be like an entire 7-arc breakdown. And then Finch would just be like, okay, but do people like the story? And then I say yes. And then they go, yay! And then they never think about it again. Because why would they need to? They don't know enough about existence to be worried about people knowing about their existence. Finch love a story. Finch love a story. I think if Finch knew how much me and Rain both cried about them, they would also start crying. They are so loved. If you told Veridin he was in a story, he would just kill you. He already knows. You don't have to tell him. But, like, he would do it anyway. It's the principle of the thing, you know? Where are their hands? Which layer is that? This one. Sometimes I forget that, like, Veridin's aware of the fourth wall. And he does not care. It never comes up. Willow, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, Veridin's a little loser. He could have done something really funny with his fourth wall knowledge, and instead, he just, I don't know, he just doesn't care. You having fun in there? You having fun in chat? Oh wait, hang on, I actually do have to pull up these references so I can see what colors this is. Alice is blue, Lucas is green. Cool, got it. Let's bring back Finch. Yay! Finch is back. Everyone cheer and clap for them. I want to draw Whisper Court so bad, and I want to make it, and I want to start getting it out there, and I want to like, I want to start doing it. At the same time, I cannot pretend that I'm not incredibly intimidated by the idea. Like, I've been working on it for a really long time, but most of it's just kind of in my brain. And also, I haven't made comics in a while. I'm very worried about it. It's like stage fright, except if it was me posting my own comic onto my own Tumblr. God, I've been wanting to work on like the mini Angel Wings comic that I have for like a while now. I said I was going to. You have to do it because if you don't, I will start killing? Oh god, I can't be responsible for that. I guess I have to. I guess that's a very good argument, because... Whoa. I was saying something else and I forgot. The blood will be on my hands! Oh no! Oh god. Angel Wings comic! That's right, Angel Wings comic. I put that in my schedule like 6 times, and I haven't done it once because those days always end up screwing me over for some reason. I sat down, full intentions to work on it, and then got dragged into helping my dad put up Christmas decorations because my mom couldn't do it because she was at work. And we were working on that for like 5 or 6 hours. There's a lot of decorations. We didn't even do everything. We didn't put anything on the walls. We didn't even open 2 of the boxes. And it keeps happening! It keeps happening every single time there's a day where I want to work on the Angel Wings comic and maybe get my confidence in doing comics back. It's just... The universe does not want me to show you guys the trauma that Bella is going through in this story. It's only those days, too. Like, all the days where I had to animate and I went, ugh, I really don't want to do this right now because I always leave myself with the hardest thing to do first. Those days are fine. I can do those days. But every single time I want to work on a fun, silly comic, my entire day gets fucked up. It's so weird. It's so mean. I want to make the comic. I gotta get my confidence back. I haven't done any in years. Like, any proper ones, at least. I had to thumbnail part of it before I wrote it because I wanted to make sure the spacing of it worked. And that, at least, I felt okay with. But, I don't know. I'm nervous about it. It's been too long since last I've seen my boy. My silly little guy that I would make comics with. I love comics. I love comics. If I wasn't making comics, I think I would just disintegrate into dust and blow away on the wind. And then I'd come back because dinner was ready and I wanted some pasta. Transform into an oyster? You are saying so many phrases this time around that I just do not understand, but like I get it, you know? Transform into an oyster. Don't people eat those? Maybe I don't want to transform into an oyster. That seems a little... They're tasty! Would you still love me if I was a worm, except would you eat me if I was an oyster? Willow, would you eat me if I was an oyster? Serious answers only. Your silence speaks volumes. Oh. Only if I was fully prepped and ready to be eaten, because at that point there's no getting you back. But who is doing the preparing? Who's doing that to me? Is it you? Is it... am I in the store? Did I get transformed into an oyster and then people who know how to cook oysters spontaneously arrived and started cooking me? What? Who's doing the cooking? Like, there was a very specific condition of I would only eat you if you were prepared and ready to be eaten. But who's doing the preparing? Like, where did they come from? Why are they cooking me? Why are they cooking specifically me? I'm chillin'. Why would you know? Because you were the one who brought it up. This is your fictional scenario. You have to plan for every contingency. Like, the basic facts about the case you're trying to make. Like, this is your thing. You were the one who brought this up. You don't think that far with your stories? That's a lie. That's a lie. No, I don't believe you. I think you think through everything all the time because you love a story and you love developing it and you decided that I would be eaten. You just do things to them? Well, that's mean. That's mean. Why are you cooking me? Why in your immediate hypothetical scenario where I'm an oyster are you cooking me? Leave me alone. I don't want to transform into an oyster anyway. Do things to them and then connect the dots? You don't have any dots? Oh, fuck. How do you live like this? Not cooking you, I said if you were Listen. I'm not getting in an argument with you on stream about whether or not you would eat me if I were an oyster. But in my defense, you brought it up first. This is your fault. Please don't put me in debate class, that's scary. I got to avoid that all the times that I went to school. Don't send me in there, please. I don't want to have to take a test. Just to transform into an oyster and then you ask a question, you answer. Don't cook me! No! Okay, okay. Oh my god, I'm forgetting where I'm going with this. I had an entire argument planned. And then I got derailed by the fucking you're gonna cook me. You're gonna cook me and eat me if I was transformed into an oyster because I was scared about making comics. I love the words coming out of my mouth right now. I'm having a good time. But also, what the fuck? Why would you do that to me? It's really mean. Like, even, okay, ignoring the idea of, like, who would be cooking and eating me. The fact that you actually would eat me if you knew for a fact there was no way I would have survived the preparations, the process to make me eatable. I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I genuinely don't know. I don't know if I care. Because I think at that point I'm dead. Oysters tasty, it's a sign of respect. You know what? I'm gonna trust you on this one because I've never eaten an oyster in my life. I don't think I ever will, ever. I don't think I can. Isn't that like a fish? Isn't that a fish? I don't think I can. I don't think I'd want to. Even if I could. Think you have a mild allergy to oyster? You're waiting until now to say that you would be allergic to me? What? Wait. Huh? Wait, this is a factor. This is a factor we haven't considered yet. You're fucking allergic to me? What? Oh my god. A new pin has just been added to the red string board of would you eat me if I was an oyster. Holy shit. This is not how I thought the stream today would go. Head gets a little itchy and weird when you eat oyster. What the fuck? What? Huh? And you eat it anyway? I avoided eating berries because there was just some, like, random one that I was probably allergic to, maybe. And you're just like, oh yeah, I'm probably allergic to this, maybe. And then you keep eating it? I guess for me it was, like, specifically my throat that got all weird and itchy. And I did not like that. I did not like that. But huh? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to yourself? I mean, I trust you, and I love you, and I support you in all of your oyster eating endeavors, and I want you to know that, like, you know, that support is there, and I trust you, and I believe you, but also, what? Still eat cinnamon even though you know you're intolerant to it? Oh my god, Willow. Willow, only if it's tasty. Willow! You can't keep getting away with it. Willow! Oh god, that's the color layer, that's not the shading layer. Makes your mouth feel like Pop Rocks? I don't think that that's supposed to happen. I think maybe you shouldn't do that. Just like even outside of the fact that you're probably allergic to something you're actively eating, isn't that uncomfortable? I only like Pop Rocks in very specific scenarios when I'm expecting it. And you're just out here just eating like cookies that make you feel like Pop Rocks. Isn't that weird? Isn't that like, is it? I don't know, I don't see the appeal. Obviously you have fun with whatever you want, but I don't see the appeal. My mouth tastes like Pop Rocks. Every single time my family gets Pop Rocks, all of my younger siblings eat them before I can. I never get the Pop Rocks. It's so sad. Cinnamon Pop Rock mouth sucks. Buddy. So, hang on. You get the allergic reaction. You go, oh fuck, this is incredibly uncomfortable and I don't like this. And then you keep eating it? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I think I was maybe, like, slightly allergic to something that I used to put in my salads. I don't remember which one it was, but then I ate so many salads that, like, it doesn't happen anymore. Like, it used to do the same thing that berries sometimes do, where it just makes my throat feel weird. If I ate, like, a salad that had something in it that I don't remember what it was, because it doesn't do that anymore. Because I just ate so many salads, I think I just built up a tolerance to it, and now it doesn't do that anymore. Because I'm getting mad at you because me being allergic to stuff is like potentially not even what's going on if it's possible for it to go away. You're actively like cinnamon intolerant and going, ooh, what if I ate it anyway? What the hell? Anyway, they're done. They're finished. Let me save them. Save them and export. And then pull up the image that I just exported. Yippee! Think I should explode and then go to the back rooms? Okay, so here's the thing about me in the back rooms. It's boring in there. But also I wouldn't even be scared because I would just go, oh, this is a maze. This is a maze and I know how to get out of mazes, and then I would do my maze trick until I died. I wouldn't even worry about it. I'd be chilling. Wait, you're putting me in there because I would be chilling? Oh, because it's boring in there. Oh, and then me being bored means that I spontaneously combust because I can't handle being bored. Okay, I see. I see where the torture angle is coming from. I understand now. Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate it. Let me get shadows in here, and then we can move on to the actual music. Oh yeah, no. Thank you for explaining so that I could understand, you know, where the torture angle was coming from. I really appreciate it. I know typically when something comes up in a conversation that I don't fully understand, people tend to just kind of like gloss over it, or you know, kind of go, well, oh, it doesn't matter anyway, and then you know it feels left out in the conversation. You know, I want to participate. I want to enjoy what people are enjoying, and I do very much appreciate the fact that you were willing to explain to me that the torture was not the fact that I would be in a maze, but in fact the fact that I would be bored, and bored enough that I would explode and cry and scream forever. I do really appreciate that you would explain that to me. Thank you so much. I'm having a good time. How are you? How are you doing? You're losing the conversation? Well, I mean, I have the unfair advantage of being the only one talking in this conversation right now. So, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Anyway, music. Music. It's happening. I'm leaving up this image of Finch, but I'm deleting all the other references because I don't need them anymore. But I'm leaving the image of Finch here. Let me resize this, pull up the images, and then we are good. Resize that so things aren't at the very edge. If you get the oyster assassination attempt going, you can claim first place. Well, that's fucking scary. Don't turn me into an oyster, please. I would really appreciate it if you did not turn me into an oyster. I don't think I would appreciate it very much. I don't think I would like it in there. Let me find Liff, who is designed by me. And then Rosie. Do I have a better reference for her? Yes, I do. Rosie, who is designed by me. And then Dusty and Coco, who are designed by me. And then Miranda. That's not how you spell that. Miranda, who is also designed by me. These are all my guys. These are all my silly guys. And they're in here. And they're lovely. So they all get to be in... I made a bunch of guys. Yeah. Contrary to popular belief, most of the characters that I own are mine. Designed and designed by me. Let me get the Finch doodle. Let me put it down here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's a new tab. No, get in there. Okay. And then just kind of... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So they all get to be part of music, because Liff can play cello, Rosie is a DJ, Dusty made Coco as like a little music robot, and Miranda's voice sounds like wind chimes. So they're chilling. What is this layer? Oh, that's the music. Okay. Sketch. I gotta organize all my folders now. Hang on. Give me just a second to not be working on something else. So I can think. Miranda. Okay, cool. I have been wanting to do this one for so long. They are so cute. I had to look up so many reference images of people playing the cello, and I think I still got it wrong, but no one's gonna call me on it because there's 101 other guys in this entire image. They won't have time to worry about this because I will be pointing them at 101 other guys. I love Liff. I love them. With my whole heart. Ah! So hey, what have you guys been doing lately? Because I sure haven't been doing anything. Oh, that's a lie. I've been learning how to knit and crochet. I'm doing both at the same time. Even though, as far as I can remember, I think the people who knit and the people who crochet are like mortal enemies. We just got the wildest report on featured character. Okay, have fun! That's fucking scary. Have fun doing your job. I love you. I've been learning how to knit and crochet. At the same time. I've been doing both. I started with knitting because I looked up whether knitting or crochet makes better plushies, and I found something that said that crochet is faster, but knitting makes softer and sillier guys. So yeah, I started with the knitting, and I made a tiny little square over the course of like 3 days, and it was great. And then I tried to do crochet, but for some reason the yarn I was using is kind of old, and it's kind of thin, and I don't know, I wasn't really having a good time with that one. But my grandma crochets, so I went to go ask her, like, hey, could I have like a single color yarn that I could borrow from you? And then she showed me every single project she's currently working on, gave me a bunch of crochet hooks, 2 whole things of yarn, neither of which were a single color, but they're both really cute, a bunch of like stitch counting markers, and then just started crocheting in front of me so I could see how to do it, even though she was going too fast for me to keep track of what was going on, and then sent me on my merry way to start making scarves. And oh god, so much information and so much material at once, but I have gotten farther with that than I have with knitting, because with knitting it took me fucking forever just to make that one little square. But because I'm using bigger yarn now, and because I'm crochet is like faster, I have like a genuine like section of fabric that I have now, which I have had to unravel like 3 times because I messed it up, and I think I'll have to unravel this one too, because it's sort of like, what is that, like concave? It's like curling in on itself like an orb, and I think I missed a stitch somewhere, and now it's like shorter at the top than it is on the bottom. But like I had that problem multiple times, and it's just I don't know how it keeps coming up, because I spent extra effort to make sure I was counting my stitches and that I was, you know, doing the entire row. So I think maybe it's a problem with how I'm turning at the end of the fabric. Ignoring your responsibilities for the day, I am having a great time with the crochet. I just wish I knew what I was doing wrong. That was always the thing that like frustrated me the most when I was doing like school, is, hang on, thumb points outward, okay, when I was doing like school stuff like math and everything, the number one thing that would get me to like cry about school was when something was wrong and I had no clue why. So I couldn't even like take steps to fix it because I didn't know what was going on. And I'm feeling that now with the crochet, where like, okay, I know what the problem is here, is I'm somehow losing stitches as I'm going. But the main problem is like, I don't know where that's happening or how or why. It's just happening. I don't know, it's very scary out there. Ooh, I lost the line. Come back. Anyway, I'll figure it out, and then once I can make my own plushies instead of spending hundreds of dollars on other ones, then I will be powerful. I will be powerful and cool. It would be neat. This might be actually why like Makeshift offers the ability to buy the production design of the plushies, which I actually did not know until I didn't like think about it or realize what it could possibly be until today, when the plushie for that time loop game came out. Which is just, what if people just took the production design and just like sewed their own version of the plushie? Is that a thing you can do with that? I've never bought the production design, so I don't know like what goes into it. But I mean, I guess I would assume that's what it's for. They do have like a little asterisk on it that says it's for personal use only. So I would assume the personal use would be to make a copy of the plushie. Which I don't know how to do that. I have a sewing machine. I don't know how to use it. Well, I mean, I know how to use it, but I don't know how to, like... I know how to use it if someone else gets it ready for me, and then I can just go for it and sew a bunch of stuff, and it's great. I went to a sewing class once. I had my sewing machine, and then I went to the local, like, sewing machine store, and they had a class there going for people who wanted to learn how to sew, and I was like, whoa, that's me! So I went, and we were making owl pillows, and I got very excited about it, because it was big, it was soft, it was an owl, it was like, it was super cute. I was having such a good time with that. So I was pretty much the only person there who needed to call the instructors because I was having technical difficulties with my sewing machine. And then they would look at it and go, oh, what? Huh? That's scary. I don't know. And then I was there like an hour late because my dad showed up to pick me up and I wasn't done yet. And he started talking to the people who were running the thing, and they were explaining all of the things that had happened to me, and he just went, what the hell? That's weird. While I'm just sitting in the back, like, trying to stuff into my owl to make it fluffy so I can go home. And, like, the fact that there were, like, technical difficulties with my sewing machine, that's not a problem. That's not really a problem. I'm not worried about that part. I was worried about the fact that whatever was wrong was something the instructors also didn't really know how to fix. Like, they showed all the basic stuff of, like, here's how to swap what kind of thread you're using to get a new thread. Here's how to untangle it if it gets tangled. Here's how to do all this stuff. And I was like, cool. Well, what do I do if this happens? And they would go, huh? Sorry, what? And then they would come look at my sewing machine and go, huh? What? And then I think at some point I temporarily used someone else's sewing machine so they could look at mine. Yeah, I don't know how this keeps happening to me, man. It's not even, like, technology, because, like, this is a sewing machine. But yeah, it keeps happening. The fact that my dad was apparently just, like, fully down to just chill until I was done with everything, and the ladies at the sewing machine store seemed to like talking with him because he knew stuff about crochet. It made me feel better about the fact that I was, like, frantically trying to finish what I was doing because my sewing machine was fucked up. It was so scary. I still have that owl pillow, though. It is so big and so lovely. It's got heart-shaped eyes, and I got one of those fabric scissors that's like a triangle pattern, and I cut the edge of the wings so that it would look like feathers because it's triangles now. I love this thing. It is genuinely such a very good pillow. It's very cozy. I love this owl. I wish I could make more things like that, but alas, fate has decided I'm not allowed to. God, I am like the one person that everyone points to for having a sewing machine, though, so if a sewing machine emergency happens, I do have the machine that other people can use. So, God, I got really into like a couple of indie people a while ago that just made their own plushies, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. I could probably learn how to do that. And then I got the sewing machine as my special birthday gift, and then I couldn't do it because reasons previously stated. And then I got really into like music and stuff, and I was like, whoa, I would love to do music. I could teach myself how to do that. And then I got a guitar as my special birthday present, and then I haven't learned how to do it for reasons that I've also previously stated. But if you weren't there for that, hang on, I'm Googling images of cellos. If you weren't there for that, it's because I tried to teach myself, and then it hurt real bad. And I could tell I was doing something wrong, but I didn't know what, and so I stopped. Because I couldn't afford to actually go to someone and have them tell me what I was doing wrong. So a lot of my special birthday presents are like really, really big things that I'd like to learn how to do. How many strings does a cello have? It's cool. I think it's 4. It's cool and fun, and I like it a lot, and then I never actually end up doing it, and I feel bad. It's not gonna happen this year, though, because honestly, I have no fucking clue what it could possibly be. I don't know, I usually have a guess. For what my birthday present is gonna be. I don't think my family can afford to help me buy a computer right now. So that's not an option, which means I don't know what the other options are. And it's kind of exciting. Like, there was a very long stretch of time where, the only thing we could really afford was my dad using his employee discount to get me jewelry from Fred Meyer's, that I almost never wore. Because it was fancy and I didn't want it to break. And also some of it just wasn't my style. But like, it was nice. But also that was what I got as my special birthday present every year. Every single one. It was like a necklace or a bracelet or something. And it was nice. But like, every year I was like, ooh, I wonder what color the thing he's going to buy me is gonna be this time. One time it was green, and I was like, oh, that was not on my list of suspects of what color it was going to be. Wow, this is so exciting. And that was the surprise, was that it was a green bracelet. And then he finally got out of there. When I was talking to my dad about, like, potential part-time jobs I'd be willing to do, I used Fred Meyer as an example because there's one, like, 2 blocks from my house, and he said, no. No, you are never ever working at a Fred Meyer. I forbid it. You are not working at a Fred Meyer. And I was like, okay, cool. It was just an example. Good thing to know it sucked, I guess. How fun. Anyway, all that to say, I kind of stopped being able to guess what it would be for a while. And then I started... I think it was mostly, like, you don't have to worry about putting in an application to Fred Meyer. Mostly because, like, I think my dad just has a grudge against the place. And also, he worked in the jewelry department. And, like, people suck. That's where the rich people go. Rich people go to buy the jewelry from Fred Meyer. You know, the fancy jewelry that Fred Meyer has. Fred Meyer Jewelers was the first place I ever ate a strawberry. Anyway, my very special birthday present, like 4 years ago, was this computer that I'm using right now. And it was solely because I was going to school. I was going to art school. Like, I had taken the tour, I got in, and then it was this computer, and I got this computer for my birthday present. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe there is another computer that is going to appear in my room overnight. But I'm not getting my hopes up, because, like, yeah, that's fucking money. But I am very excited, though, because, like, I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know what it would be. It's fucking expensive, but also, like, what's it gonna be? I'm excited. Like, the fact that I'm not getting my hopes up means that I'm just getting excited now, because, like, This is the first time in a really long time I haven't been able to guess what it was. One year it was this little Beanie Baby penguin that you can prop your phone onto, and it holds your phone for you. And I was like, at the time, I went, oh, this is my super special birthday present, is like a phone holder. That's a little weird, but okay. I still use that thing, like, constantly. Her name is Penny. She's on my she's on the headboard of my bed right now. She is very cute and very good at holding my phone. I use her all the time. So yeah, it's like it's a grab bag now of, like, I have no clue what it would be. 'Cause, like, usually it's not the normal. I feel like I should explain this before I go on more. The reason I only get one birthday present is 'cause my birthday is on Christmas, by the way. So we don't want to ignore it, but also Christmas is already presents and stuff. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I forget that it's a big deal is the thing. I never remember it's a big deal because that's just my birthday. Like, it's okay. It's always been my birthday. But yeah, we don't want to forget about it, but we also, like, we already have so many other present things going on. So we just postpone everything until I get my one special silly birthday present, and then we're normal and we move on. But, like, oh God, what was I saying? Yeah, we try not to make it like the normal stuff that you would get, like a video game or a book. Or the only exception was one year, my birthday present was pretty much every single piece of merch, including the books that was on the Property of Hate website. And that was pretty cool. It was just like a whole box of just every single time I picked up a book, there was more stuff hidden underneath the book. That was awesome. But that felt special because that was like basically the entire online store. Except for the tarot cards. My parents don't really like tarot cards. I never plan on using them. I just like the art, but I guess, you know, I can't really argue that one. But yeah, we try to avoid like the normal stuff that you would get on a holiday like that to like try to make it more special. But that also means I have less ideas on what it would be, and I'm so curious. You can't like hide something from me like this. I will just keep thinking about it forever and ever. So yeah, the fact that I've already ruled out computer. Now, okay, here, I guess it's not entirely fair to completely rule out computer, because I also said that I would accept help in affording it. So if it's like a little boost in my savings, or like some sort of like thing that goes with it that I would no longer have to pay for when I actually get it, I would also be down for that, is the thing. Anything that gets me towards a new computer would be really cool. But I don't know, that's expensive. So I'm sitting here like, what kind of, how funny would it be if it was just a giant box of every single plushie that was on my list? Because there's so many of them. That would be funny. I would be okay with that. I would be okay with that. I have so many plushies on my list. I also have a shirt on my list that's just a little kitty that's labeled plushie collector, and the kitty has a lot of plushies. And I put that on my list solely because I looked at it and went, that's me! That's me! I do that! Whoa! That's so cool. And then I liked the shirt because it had a kitty on it. I'm gonna assume this is all the line art I need for a cello, and if I messed it up, don't tell me. That's me. It's a silly little kitty, and it's plushies. And I love them. Hang on. While I'm drawing Rosie, let me pull up the best image of her that I have. Hang on. It's such a good image. It's such a good image. I love this image. Can you see that properly on OBS? Oh my god, it's behind my commissions info. Hang on, let me pull it up over here so you can see it before I move it down there. Look at her. Look at her. She's so silly. It's behind my commissions info. That's kind of a bummer. I'll know it's there though. And now you'll know it's there because I showed her to you. That makes the commission info kind of hard to read though, doesn't it? She's so perfectly peeking above it. I'm leaving it like that. That's awesome. Cube does a silly little dance. Love that video. Rosie's so cool. I miss her a lot. She's like one of the only characters from this D&D campaign that I still like really, really love so much. She's so sweet. She wants to play music so bad. She love a music. She love a music. And she love a hot cocoa. She's your best friend in the entire world. Too bad about the horrors, but you know how it goes with D&D. She's so... I'm still like very like jokingly upset that I got to the part in the campaign where I'm like, and also she's a robot. And your reaction to it was just, yeah. This was gonna happen eventually. Not surprising that it's her. Thanks for that, Willow. I appreciate it. I'm glad to know that I'm very predictable and I love robots. I did things to her, but she's fine now. She's fine now. She doesn't have any more of the... I was very Listen! I love robots. And I love her. It is, like, you know those posts of, like, this is the greatest honor I can bestow upon you, and it's, like, making a character bisexual? That's me, but with robots. If I turn them into a robot, or I'm like, what if I drew this character as a robot? That is the highest honor I can bestow. I fucking love robots, man. Also, she's just really cute. Look at her. She loves music. I love music. She's just like me for real. She's just like me for real. Oh, you know what? That might actually be another contender for the special birth. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm like using stream to theorize on what my birthday present's gonna be. New headphones will probably be on there because headphones are kind of expensive, and my parents know I love music. So if they got like new headphones, that would be cool. I didn't really think about it a lot because usually any time my parents bring up me wearing headphones is to tell me to take them off because I just like that they're noise canceling and it's nice. One time we were on vacation and it sucked bad. It was a bad vacation for me. Like, to the point where my older brother spent a majority of the time we were there playing Power Wash Simulator. Like, we weren't doing anything, and the things we were doing were things I didn't enjoy. I was having a bad time. And then my headphones broke. And I was, like, inconsolable. Of just like, fuck, dude. I just got a new batch of music to listen to during this vacation, and now my headphones are broken and I can no longer listen to music. This is literally the worst thing that has ever happened to me. And apparently we genuinely weren't doing anything else to the point where my dad drove me an hour to like the nearest big town to buy a temporary backup headset until we could get home and order me like a good one. And I kept apologizing the whole time, like, no, I don't, like, we're on vacation, I'm making you go to a Fred Meyer, like, of all places that we went to, he chose a Fred Meyer, because I guess he's familiar with the electronics department there. I was like, God, I don't want to, like, make you do this, and his response was just, I know how much, like, having your music means to you, so we're gonna get this for you, and I know how much you, like, you rely on it to get things done, and I don't want you to have to go through an entire trip not being able to have that. And I was just like, oh my god! Ah! He knows! And then we did get me a new backup headset, and it's the one that I currently have. And it lasted so much longer than pretty much any of my other ones. But they're now falling apart in the exact same way the other ones did, where like the fabric on the inside of the ear is tearing. This one's also got like a weird thing that it's doing, and I don't know how to really describe it, but I think something's wrong with the noise canceling, because whenever I put on my headphones, it like makes noises like my ears are popping, and I think that's just like the whatever's doing the sound cancellation is just not really working. And sometimes it'll just like stop, like change the quality of the audio as I'm listening to it, like stop working properly. And it messes with my ears. I don't like it when it does that, but it always does that every time I turn it on for the first time in the day. So yeah, it's scary. I don't know, man. It started, like, the worst part was it started almost immediately after a really long span of time where I couldn't hear anything out of my left ear, and the left headphone was the one that broke first. And I was like, oh god, there's like problems and issues and consequences. And then it started happening in the right ear too, and I was like, oh, this is literally just my headphones. But it was scary. God. It was scary. It was so scary. We fixed it though. I've figured out new headphones. My ears are no longer terrible. And I'm just kind of hoping for a miracle. And that miracle is finding headphones that don't have Alexa built into them. Because holy shit, man. Apparently it's bad out there in terms of trying to find headphones. I didn't know. I hadn't bought new ones in a while. Apparently they all have Alexa just automatically built into it. Which... No. Your headphones have Alexa and Google Cortana? No. God, I already had to deal with like an update to my phone where they have the fucking Bixby. And that one would have been fine. Like, I had it turned off. I never used it. It would have been fine if it wasn't for the fact that in order to turn on Bixby, you press and hold your power button. So not only is that a button that I sometimes accidentally hit for long enough it'll go off, but that's also no longer how I restart my phone. Usually I just press and hold the power button and it goes, okay, we're restarting your phone, and now it turns on Bixby. Which, the first time I found out that happened, I was so pissed. Turns out there's a drop-down menu now that you have to navigate to in order to power off or restart your phone. Or I guess just my phone. It's so weird. I don't know why they did that. I don't think Bixby's even good by the standards of what it is. I think it just kind of sucks. And they put it in the most inconvenient spot in the world. God. Yeah. Does it, like, actually suck? I've never used it before. I've never used it. I try to avoid it at any point. God, it's... I don't like it. I don't like it. It fucks with my music, too. Like, I'll be trying to change my volume, and then I'll accidentally hit, like... My last phone had a designated Bixby button. And you hit the button, and it turns on Bixby. And it was... Oh my god, it was infuriating. At least now they finally brought back, you know, the fucking power button that got moved in favor of Bixby. But it's still there. Your phone, it's right below the volume button, so you keep hitting it by accident when you try to turn down the volume. Oh my god, yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Bixby. Holy shit. It always pauses my music when it goes off too, and I'm so mad about that. Like, you can do anything you want to my phone, but if you pause my music, I want you dead. Bixby sounds like a nightmare? It is. It is. It is. It's horrible. I don't know why that was like a thing that people decided to do. Like, ooh, let's add, like, I don't even fucking know what it is. Like, our own Amazon Alexa into our phones. And also, let's replace the fucking power button with a Bixby button. Surely this will confuse and upset nobody. And then I spent the entire time I owned that phone confused and upset. Headphones have a rough time connecting with your phone, so it'll just disconnect and reconnect, so it keeps forcibly pausing your music. Oh my god! That's infuriating. I hate when stuff pauses my music. If I'm gonna pause my music to listen to something, it has to be me going, this is a funny Tumblr post, and then pausing my music. It's different. It's different. It has to be me. If there were a couple of ads going around on Tumblr a while back that just would pause my music if I scrolled through Tumblr for too long. And it, oh my god, I was so upset about that. I was so mad. You can't just pause my music. Like, I genuinely stopped using Tumblr for a couple days until I checked if it was still doing it, and it wasn't. Oh my god, it was horrible. Tumblr has made some poor decisions in terms of which advertisements they pick, and I haven't seen any of the ones that are just like genuinely graphic stuff just in your face on your dash for some reason, but I have seen the ones that pause my music, and to me that is just as grievous a sin. Like, I took a web design class once. That was like one of the things where they're like, you don't do this. People will want you dead. And then they do it anyway. God. Ow. Did that for you too? Now you just use it in a different browser? What? Oh god, that's so scary. Mine just eventually went away. You guys are like having to figure out entire different ways to use Tumblr. My phone gives me a thing every Sunday at around 10 where it'll say, here's your summary for the week. Here's how you used your phone for the week. And every single time it would tell me that I was using it more than last week. I cannot stress enough, every single time it would tell me I was using it more than last week. And like, first of all, that doesn't make sense. Second of all, I was spending 12 hours a week on Samsung Music, which was just, I forgot to turn off my phone when I started my music and then went to go work on stuff. And also sometimes I was just having a picky day, so I would just leave it on so I could skip stuff whenever a new song ended. And that was apparently accounting for, like, a majority of my phone use. It's always my second most used app behind Tumblr because it's just, I don't know, what I do when I'm bored. There was one glorious week, and I think it was the week where I got sick, where my most used app was Kitty Picross. Kitty-themed, colored monogram Picross. And apparently that week I spent 17 hours solving puzzles while I was sick because I wasn't doing anything else. That was a good week for my phone. It still said I used it more than last week. But at least this time it was because of Kitty Picross. And also because I literally couldn't do anything else because I was too sick to get up off the couch. That one at least was funny. There were a couple days recently where my most used app was not Tumblr and it was YouTube, which I don't think should count as me actively using my phone because I would just get too lazy to plug my headphones into my computer and just play videos on my phone and prop it up next to my computer. I don't think that should count. I wasn't really using my phone. I've stopped, like, giving credit to this, though, considering the fact that it apparently can't do math. Yeah. It's like, ooh, here's your chart for the week, and the brighter the color is, the more time during that hour you spent on your phone. And the only time that isn't colored at all is when I'm asleep. And I know that's not true, because I will spend hours at a time playing music while I'm working on stuff and not touching my phone because I'm working on stuff. And they're just like, oh no, you used your phone this entire time because I guess the music was on? I don't know. It's weird. It's weird and scary. Like, I felt bad the first, like, week or so where that started going off because I was like, oh god, I'm using my phone so much. That's horrible. I need to not use my phone as much. And then I would consciously put effort into not having my phone be on. And that was when I realized most of the time my phone was on was because I was either, like, trying to wake myself up, it was nighttime and I was waiting to go to bed, or because I left it on while playing music. And then I was like, okay, well that's a little weird. But it's whatever, you know? And then, like, after that whole week of actively putting in effort to not use my phone as much, it still said I used it, like, a full hour more than the week before. And it's like, okay, this is not working. How is it supposed to know if you're actually using it or just having it there? Well, I mean, okay. Fair. But also, like, no, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust how it counts. It's not accurate information anymore. Like, I spent a week, like, keeping my phone either away from me or finding something else to do at nighttime or refusing to be picky with my songs so I wouldn't leave it on. And then it still said it was a whole hour more than the week before. I call bullshit on that one. Yeah, I think my phone is just out to get me. Oh, it is out to get me. Oh my god. Wait, writing Whisper Court has been hell lately. Because there was some sort of update, and now after the update I can't write anymore. I can't type anything on my phone because it'll, like, auto-capitalize stuff or, like, auto-replace words I have to keep going back and fixing because it keeps changing it, and then when I move on it makes it a jumble of all the letters that I typed instead of, you know, the word that I fixed it to. Wait, oh, I had a really funny example and I forgot about it. Hang on. Oh my god, what was it? Oh my god, what was it? Fuck, No, it was just in my brain. No, I can't lose that. It was so funny. God, no. No. Fuck. God. It was such a good example of how it was screwing me over in such a weird way. And I forgot. I'm so sorry. But it's being so weird. I can't type anymore. Like, I did go and change settings on Google Docs. Yeah, it's the one I sent the screenshot of. Like, I went into Google Docs and I did change some of the settings, but I haven't written since then because I was just editing instead of writing stuff. This for all things on your phone? Here's the thing. It's fine on Discord. It's fine on Discord, but it still auto-capitalizes if I'm typing on Tumblr, and it does everything horrible if I'm typing on Google Docs. Like, I thought it was a Google Docs problem because that was mostly where I was writing, and then it started auto-capitalizing stuff on Tumblr, and I was like, oh, that's so fucked. Because, like, every single time it would hit, oh my god, yeah. I don't know where that, the pound sign came from. Every single time I would stop writing during a particularly bad section to send complaints about it to Discord, it would stop doing it. It would stop doing it. I thought I was losing it. Like, I thought it was maybe a Google Docs issue, and then it started doing it on Tumblr. And, oh my god. I don't know. It's fine on Discord, apparently. My phone has also stopped correcting me not putting apostrophes in words like don't or weren't, which I relied on to like not have to flip through menus while I'm writing because that's annoying. And now it's not doing that anymore, so now I have to flip through the menus while I'm writing and it's annoying. Checked your phone settings? I guess I haven't checked like if they changed keyboard settings. Maybe I should. I did change Google Docs settings and I haven't checked to see if that works yet. But it's weird. It is so scary. I don't know why it's doing that. Like, yeah, with the example that I sent into the Discord, like the screenshot that you just like transcribed for me, it was because the we're at the start did not have the apostrophe in it. And so I had to like keep going back to add the apostrophe and then misspelling the word after that, and it wasn't fixing it. And I was like, okay, fine, I'm just moving on and I'm just gonna fix this in editing. And then it turned it into that. I don't know how that happened. It's so fucked up. I'm so mad that I lost what the funny one was. God, what? I'm like genuinely upset about this one. I lose thoughts all the time. That was such a good one. Fuck. Oh, fun fact, I made Coco during one of my music theory classes. Solely because one of the sequence of notes looked like a smiley face. And I wanted to make a robot that looked like that. And then I did. And now I have Coco. And they are so sweet. This is a little guy. Like, I would start doodling them during music theory because we would come across like one of those little smiley faces and I go, aw, it's just like my little robot guy that I have now. And then I gave them to my D&D character. And now they are so happy. They're like if, what are they called? They're like if a service dog was annoying. They're like if a service dog didn't care about your anxiety and wanted some cotton candy so bad, and that accidentally does help your anxiety, is to go get the cotton candy. They're so funny. I love them so much. This missing thought is gonna kill me the rest of the stream. I hope you guys understand that. How many lines is it? Is it 5? 4? I'm not gonna worry about it. No one's gonna be looking at it this closely. I don't know how sheet music works. It's scary. That was the only fuck up I sent a screenshot of, so I don't know what the funny one was. God. Oh my god. It's 5? Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's very small. I don't think I could fit 5 on there anyway. God, ugh. What was it? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna listen to that section of the stream, and I'm gonna remember what it was, and I'm gonna be so pissed. Oh my god, what was it? Holy shit. It's fucking bad out there for my phone. Oh my god. It's genuinely, like, frustrating me. Holy shit. We need to talk about something else before I explode. Video games. I love Coco. I love this little robot. God, now I'm, like, frantically trying to think of, like, literally any topic other than what I forgot I wanted to talk about. Remember when we did D&D? That was fucked up. That was fucked up. I was not good at it. I'm not good at improv. If you couldn't tell from the fact that I can't think of a conversation topic. I'm not good at improv, man. Like, I have multiple stories, actually, that I had planned to be in a D&D format. And I'm never gonna make them in that format, but I also don't know what the format would be otherwise, and that's keeping me from spending too much time thinking about it. Because, like, especially, like, the fucking, like, monster-themed one that I had that, like, Lily's in. Lily, hang on, she's on here. Lily. I love her so much. I love her so much. I don't know what the fuck to do with her. Cause I was waiting to see what the player characters would be like so I could plan stuff better, and then that never happened. You could do a video game? I don't know if I'd want to. Like, that's the problem. I was so set on the D&D format. I don't know if a video game would work. Cause, like, okay, Lily is definitely the character I have the most stuff planned for in that story. She was never intended to be the main character, and now I have no clue who the main character would even be. You can just leave it D&D but still explore it, even though you'll never do it. Ugh. Like, I know at this point, with how many stories I have, I can't make all of them. And I've pretty much accepted that this is one of the ones I'm never gonna make, but I would still like to, you know, do something with Lily. And just, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with her. I like her a lot. Like, I never talk about her, and it's solely because she's for that D&D campaign. And I now no longer have, like, stuff I can really explain about her because the setting isn't fully fleshed out yet because it doesn't exist anymore. It's sad. Well, there's other stories. I'll just be very sad about Lily in the background. Honestly, she might work if I wanted to transfer her to the Hallowed, but I've already got so many guys in there. I've already got so many. I was about to say, I think one of them is already named Lily, and then I remembered, no, that's the name of the song that her theme is. That's not her actual name. Lily by Ellen Walker is a really good song, by the way. But it's also not her name. So, I think she would work. I think she would work. But the problem is that, like, the Hallowed also has its own set of rules, and I don't think she fits in them. Because she wasn't made for them. Like, if I really stretched her character, I could probably put her in there, and then I could finally use her for something for once in my goddamn life. But I don't think she'd fit. Like, she could if I tried, but I don't know if I want to force it, and I can't think of any, like... I don't know. I can't really think of anything. She's also, like, kind of similar to a couple guys that are already in there, because that's gonna happen when I have, like, 60 guys in one story. But I love her! She's so fucked up. There's something deeply wrong with her, and I want to study her like a bug. I can do anything I want forever. True. True. The problem here is that I don't know what I want. Like, I want to use her for something, but I don't want to have to change who she is for it to work. But I think that just, like, by itself means I can't really put her anywhere else. Because then, like, she's not working on her own rules. She's working on a new universe's rules. You don't have to make it work, but I want to. But I love her. But I love her. She's so silly. You know what, though? I did put her next to this guy. And I did not realize how similar they kind of were. She could potentially work for Love Gods. I was about to say she doesn't really fit the format of the other characters that are like that in Love Gods, but not to the point where I don't think I could use that for something without changing it. I don't know. I think I'm only considering that maybe she fits there better because Love Gods, the rules for that story, if you couldn't tell from the placeholder name, are very open. I don't have, like, the rules established for that one yet. I just know, like, who's in there and what they're doing. I don't think I have quite enough of them to establish, like, a working pattern yet. So technically I could, like, shove her in there. But, I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I like her a lot. I like her a lot. I don't want her to keep going unused into a story that I know I'll never make. I don't know if I'll make Love Gods, though, is the other thing. Like, I like that one a lot. I don't know if I'm making it, though. I don't know what the format would be. I don't know what the format would be. Like, at this point, I think I have more planned for, like, the murder mystery that I don't know how it ends than Love Gods, even though I like Love Gods more. I am picking favorites of my children, by the way. I know I'm never gonna make them. I know I have way too many to ever be able to make all of them, unless I, like, had a team that I could work with, and even then I'm not sure how comfortable I am, like, not being present for the entirety of the production process. Because, like, these are my guys. These are my livelihood. These are the only things happening in my brain. Ever. Literally ever. But man, like, having a team would be lovely. But I would still want to be able to do a majority of the work by myself, and I think that's where I'm gonna explode and cry and explode and die forever and ever. I guess at some point I'd probably figure it out. I literally don't have to worry about it right now because I can't afford to pay people to help me out. And I wouldn't want people to help me out without some kind of payment. Coco looks so horrible as only lines, oh my god. Let's move you over to the side as well. I'm kind of like, oh, that's a tangent line, hang on. That's fine, that's fine. That's fine. We'll finish these guys next time because it's coming up on 5 and I'm kind of sleepy. I'm gonna save it though, hang on. Where did my autism chart go? Oh, there it is. I found it. They tried to hide it from me. That's not how you spell music. So hey, thank you for coming. Sorry I kind of went on rants that mean nothing to anyone except me. But you were the one who decided to stay in the stream, so I guess I can't be too sorry. Thank you for coming. I did have a good time. I like the music. I like the music group. They are super, super cute. If schedules work, Friday is still Professor Layton, I think. I kind of want to like rotate out of Professor Layton every once in a while to do something else, but the only other idea I have for like a stream like that is London Life from Professor Layton and the Last Spectre, and we can't do that until we get to Last Spectre because there's characters in it that are spoilers for the other games, which is such a bummer. That is such a cute game. I would love to play that sometime. Yeah, I might figure out like a really small backup plan in case schedules just don't work out or I just feel like a break, but in the meantime, I fucking love Professor Layton, and anyone here at this stream that's never been to a Professor Layton stream should go to a Professor Layton stream because I love the Professor Layton game so much. Anyway, thank you for coming. Hopefully I'll see you next time, and have a lovely day!